Drag the water some more, like never before.
What's up, this is Attila and welcome to Pantera Riff of the Week. Today I'm going to be talking about the pre-chorus of Drag the Waters. Before I would start, let's talk about the tuning. This one has always been a tricky one for me. It's always sounded a little off compared to the other ones, which are also not in a regular tuning. And I did a full video on all the songs from the Cowboys to the Reinventing the Steel album, which you can see in the video if you click on the link here. So this one works for me if I set the tuner for 432 Hertz and I tune everything to standard C sharp. But to make things a little easier, I tuned my guitar for the lesson part to 440 standard C sharp. And this is how the C sharp sounds. Okay, so we got that one out of the way. First, let's go through the notes and the rhythms, and then we will add the phrasings. Coming into this part, we're gonna play an upbeat after the fourth beat of the previous bar. And then again on an upbeat in the first bar of this part, we play the on the A string. Both are 8 notes. And then we go to the A string and play the A1 twice with 16th notes, starting with a downstroke and then an up. And then we go back to the E string, 3rd fret, also twice down up. So far. And then we go back to the A3, little rest, and then we go back to the E1, so far. And then we play 3rd on the E string again, and then do the 16th notes again, same. Then go back to the A1 twice, adding a little bit of rests in between, so. This is the basic of what we repeat from here. So far, slowly. And then we repeat. But instead of doing twice the A1 at the end, now we go 3 and 1. That's the only difference here. And then we move up the whole thing, a note. So we're gonna do everything on the 3 and a 5. But instead of doing the 3 twice, it's 5 and 3, like the second time on the first part. So. And in the second time, after the second 16th notes, we go up with the power chord, adding the low 5th from the 3 to the 5 and then the 6th position. So the second part, slowly. The whole thing together without the bendings. Now let's add the bendings and some palm mutings, which I haven't played so far. The first note of all the rounds, the 1 and the 3 later, the second round, it's always a bend up, a gradual bend up, which is like a whole note. So you start hearing the core note and then gradually you bend it up. And then the next note is flat. Then when we come back to the last two notes of the 16th notes, they're always palm muted. So in this case, these are the E3, which sound like this. And then after these two palm muted notes, when we go back to the A string, again bend up that note a whole note. But this one is a faster bend up, and just like before, you cannot hear the drop part of the bending. So it's not like, or in the first one, you don't hear it coming back. You just go up and then switch. And then the next bendings would be after the second time when we play the 16th notes, when we go to the A1 twice. And with the index finger, you have to bend that up a whole note. This can be a little painful. And again, you cannot hear the dropping part of the bending. You just go up and then you start over. First part of the first round would sound like this, slowly. And then we repeat, but instead of doing the A1 twice, now it's 3 and 1 with the same bendings. And now we move everything up and it's the same vibe. Thank you very much. This was it for today. I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson and hopefully even learned something from it. If you have any questions or suggestions, just feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Also, I got a Patreon site, so if you want to support me and or get tabs and other exclusive contents, just make sure that you click on the link below. Thanks again, and I wish you a fun day. Ciao.